We are here in Malacca, which is our 4th city in Malaysia. We're slowly making our way through the country towards Singapore, and we're going to be spending the next 2 days here in this beautiful coastal city. As you can tell from the rivers, there's a lot more water here than the other places that we've been in Malaysia. Apparently Malacca is really similar to Georgetown. It's got really cool street art and really great foods. We're super excited to start exploring everything this beautiful city has to offer.
So right on the riverside, there's this little map of all the tourist spots here. The river goes down the middle of the city, and you can do river cruises, which we just saw. We'll get a video of. And there's basically 2 big areas to go see. This big chunk here, which is like temples and Jonker Street and the night market and lots of cool stuff. And then there's this big chunk here, which is on the other side of the river, and it has the Christ Church and the clock tower and a bunch of historical sites like that. So 2 big chunks. We have 2 big days. Works out perfectly.
So we did the vlog intro and we said we had 2 days. Technically we have 3 because today was the day we took the bus in from Kuala Lumpur. Okay. So Carson's doing the directions wrong.
No, it's just better to go this way.
So it's around 5 o'clock right now and we are looking for somewhere to eat, and then our real full 2 days start tomorrow. I'm really in the mood for some Indian food like we had in Georgetown. So we're headed over to Little India to see if I can find some like mushroom masala. Okay, so we got our food. I have my lime tea, which I love so much. Carson got this tea.
It's like a double cup with tea in both sides. Very confusing. It looks good. It was the special though.
And then we also got the set. Do you remember?
Tosai set.
The tosai set. So it comes with like 3 kind of pancakes, and then the sauces.
And then we're getting
it does.
banana curry leaf meals, which are coming soon.
I'm so excited. I love Indian food so much.
Most fun food. I don't love the taste kind of bad.
Oh, it genuinely is like a pancake. Look, it's totally like a pancake. I don't know if I like the white one. Oh, that one's really good. This red one is really, really good.
I think the yellow is going to be good. Yeah. No, it's nice.
Oh yeah.
It's more like your typical roti canai.
These 2 are really good. Don't really like the white one. We just got our banana leaf meals, and we have no idea how to eat them. They brought over all of these sauces. We have no idea what we're doing. This is what it looks like. We just have no idea how to eat this.
Here.
Okay, so apparently you put these sauces on the rice and you eat it with your hands. So I'm gonna put each of the sauces on a little section of rice. And we're gonna try all of them.
Well.
Okay, so I've got mine sectioned off like this. It looks really, really good. So
Dig in with your hands.
I'm going in with the fork.
No.
I'm not eating it with my hands.
You're supposed to eat it with your hands. I never eat rice with my hands before. Pick it up there.
That one's really good. This one, the more orangey one, is really, really good. Let's try the other orangey one.
Oh yeah.
This one, good too. Spicy. And then lastly, the yellow one.
That one's really good too.
I like the 2 thicker curry ones better. You're supposed to mix everything together, but I don't like mixing my foods, so I'm gonna eat it separate.
No, you're not. Jenny, you have to put some in. Eat it like an Indian. You love Indian food.
The sauces are good.
It's like fried, it tastes like fried squid, but it's chilies instead of squid, so it's a bit spicy. We're just gonna mix some of this in there. grab this, a couple of these, put them in here, and then we're just gonna mix it up a little, right? Maybe rip some of this off. And then, see? This is my favorite way to eat food. Like, where else can you just go into a restaurant and eat all the food with your hand? So behind me is this Church of St. Francis Xavier, and we didn't really notice, but after looking for a little bit, it is tilted. Like, it is leaning over for sure. Like, what is this, the Leaning Tower of Pisa? So now we're about to enter the Malacca World Heritage City, the small little core that's all historic. It's super fun to walk around. It's a very cute city. It's like Hoi An and Georgetown, very similar.
The city of Malacca has a really interesting history. It was originally colonized by the Portuguese until 1641, and then immediately colonized by the Dutch, and then Britain came in and colonized all of Malaysia, and now it's part of Malaysia, obviously. So it has a really interesting history, which means that there's a lot of really cool architecture too, because there's so many people coming in and out. So like we have this church that looks like it could be from Europe, and these cool little streets like this, very Portuguese looking, but you also have the classic Malaysia culture of all of the different ethnic backgrounds that make up Malaysia. We have Little India, we have Chinatown, and then we also have the Malay culture and also the cultures of the native people from this area.
We had a real rarity here in Asia. Lots of garbage bins around here that say do not litter. It's just funny because in most countries, there's just no garbages anywhere in public.
So behind me is Statois. It is the red building, and it is a great example of the Dutch colonial architecture still present here in Malacca. It used to be the local town hall and the house of the governor, but now it is a museum.
Everything that used to be a government building is always a museum.
A lot of the current buildings are actually built by the Dutch, and they are built over top of the Portuguese architecture. Like Christchurch was a Portuguese church, and the Dutch church was built over top of it. Just super interesting.
Super interesting.
So next stop is for my dad. We are at the Dutch graveyard. It's funny that they call it the Dutch graveyard because there's actually only 5 Dutch graves here and 33 British graves. It was taken over by the British. It's a very pretty graveyard, and it's right underneath St. Paul's Hill, which is where we're walking up next.
Another interesting one, a lot of the graves are tilting and sinking into the ground. Must be a thing around here.
We're at the top of St. Paul's Hill, and at the top of St. Paul's Hill is St. Paul's Church. A really cool Dutch church, and it feels super old. It was built in 1521, so super, super old. And it has that, because it's raining a little bit too, it has that really old, like, you know, when rock gets wet feeling, and it's super humid inside, and it has that old smell. It feels a lot like Rome did when we were there. It's super cool. Whoa. Did you see that? I was trying to do like a cinematic pan, and 3 monkeys just fell out of that tree.
There was too many on a branch, and they all
And
fell
the
out.
branch just broke. Now we're right underneath the St. Paul's Hill where we were before, and now we're at Porta de Santiago, which is a Portuguese fort.
So behind me over here is a replica of the Malacca Sultanate Palace, which was a big palace that the Sultan lived in, and Sultan is kind of like a king or like the leader of the country. So it's a really old palace that has been, it's a replica of it, right? Looks really nice. We can't go in because it's closed for some reason. But we didn't really want to go in as a museum. We just wanted to look at it. It's very cool looking. It looks kind of like the temples in Thailand and stuff. The tiered triangular roofs. Very nice.
No, you know what it looks like? It looks like the dark house in Chiang Rai that we went to. So you should watch that vlog. It's going to be on the screen right now. You should click right there if you want to watch it.
So these cool blue armored cars behind us, which are right outside the Independence Proclamation Monument, were used during the Malaysian emergency, and these would patrol the streets. And you can see they're tanked up, like they're heavily armored vehicles to roam around and kind of deal with danger and stuff. It must have been a crazy time period there. And there was like guerrilla fighting against the British and all that. Crazy.
Oh, it has durian in it?
Yes, like it durian, like it coconuts.
Oh, that's
Hey, coconut durian. Durian one tester.
I've never had durian.
Free smile. Hey.
Oh, wow.
Ambil sir. Siap ya sir.
Oh, it's hot.
Hot.
Oh, thank you.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Boleh speak.
Yeah, I have. I don't like the durian.
Durian now.
I don't like the durian now.
Coconuts yes.
Coconut's good. Oh no, I don't like the durian. Should we get a small one of the coconut? Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you. So this tower right behind us is like the Malacca attraction. It's like the tower, you know, every city has to have a tower. But you stand up in there and it's glass and it spins around and it takes you from the bottom all the way up to the top. People are waving at us.
Look at this tree. It's just huge. And coming like out of the concrete sideways. It's massive.
I was telling Carson a story and he stopped and said, wait a sec, can you take a video of me? And that's what he had to say.
That was just a notable tree. I saw it and I was like, look at that. That's just a unit of a tree.
You should add that to the OpenStreetMaps. Notable tree.
Yeah, I'm gonna put that on my map. Just a big old tree right here, worth seeing. So here's the location of the Malacca water wheel, which I thought was like funny. I saw it on the map and I was like, the best tourist place in all of Malacca. But we show up and it's like where the water wheel would be, but there's no wheel in it. So I don't know what happened. And the sign just talks about like this, it was like a monument to the great technology here and such a pillar and shows the river of life and all this great stuff. Mosquito on Hannah. All this great stuff. There's no wheel. So where's the wheel?
So it's next morning, we're getting the first meal of the day, and all of the roti canai places are closed because they're only in the mornings, and we got out kind of late. So we finally got the Nasi Lemak, which is the rice. This entire plate cost just over $1. How much ringgit was it?
370.
370 ringgit. It's rice, this like cabbage looking salad, and this really yummy sauce. And then I also got an iced tea.
And the iced tea is huge this time for Hannah. I got Nasi Lemak with chicken. It's awesome because you just go up to the big booth, we'll get a video of it, and you just talk to the guy, and he's like, oh, you want rice? Sure. And then you just point out what you want to do, and he's like, splashes the sauces on. It's super fun. And I got mine with chicken, and all these different sauces on there, and some vegetables. Amazing. Mine was only $9.70, so $3. And then the Tay Ter and the Tay Ice were only $1. each. So just over 50 cents for me and Hannah to get one drink each. So this is awesome. It's so cheap. You just walk up and chat with the people. This is like Malaysian food right here. Nasi Lemak is maybe the most popular. Nasi Lemak and Nasi Goreng, but Nasi Lemak is what everyone gets. There's Nasi Goreng and Nasi Lemak. Nasi Goreng is like fried rice they fry up in a big pot and make it all together. Nasi Lemak is where they have the rice in the bowl and they scoop it on the plate and then they scoop all the stuff you like on it, like a buffet, and then you pay for what it is. So we got Nasi Lemak and it's awesome. It's really busy now with locals, so good sign. So as you can see there, you just line up and go talk to the guy and tell him what to scoop for you and sauces, and then they just give you your paper receipts that they write the numbers on, and you go pay up at the front. Awesome. So that restaurant was awesome. I was saying it's probably like the best restaurant experience, my perfect one, because you just walk up to the guy and he like asks you what you want, the rice, and he just points stuff out and you scoop all the sauce and all that, and you get exactly what you want, and he just gives you your piece of paper with the price of them on it, and then they ask what drinks you want, and the guy whips them up, gives you the piece of paper with the prices for those, and you just eat, hang out. They got the hand washing stations on deck, which I love, and then you just walk up and pay the lady at the counter with your receipts, and then you could pay with card. I just tapped my card. All in all, for both the plates of rice and both our drinks, it was 18.15 ringgit, 18.15 ringgit, which is only $5 Canadian for both of us to eat like a delicious meal and get 2 drinks. So could not have been better. I love that place. What a deal, so nice.
That was really yummy. So one of the main foods in Malacca that they said to try was the coconut shake. So we just got it at this cute little place near the river. It looks really, really good. I haven't tried it yet, so I'll give it a try. Oh, that's really good. It really tastes like if you put drinking a fresh coconut on the beach in smoothie form. Like it's got that fresh coconut taste.
Nice. Not super sugary.
Here, Carson will give it a try for you. It's got like, well, obviously it has coconut water in it.
Oh yeah.
Doesn't it have that fresh coconut taste?
Wow, it tastes like the coconut ice cream that they make. Because that tastes very coconutty and not very sugary. But it tastes like that. It tastes like drinking coconut ice cream. Delicious. And it's so like
how cute that is.
Weighty and thick.
Yeah.
Very nice. It looks like a mythical Wilson.
Wilson is Carson's dog. We have, at the time of recording, we have 800 subscribers, which means that they're not just family members anymore. So we have to be more general with our statements.
800, 1,000 one day. We're here in Shang Hung Tang Temple, which is the big famous Chinese temple here in Malacca. So if you're an avid viewer and you saw my Chiang Mai vlog that I gave, you'll recognize this painting up here, the main one. It's hard to see though. The one right in the middle, Hannah will put a clip in it, but that's the one I talked about where it's him giving his first lesson to the 5 ascetics. This one though has lots of people around him at the top, which are the devas in the heavens celebrating because he's decided to teach now, and that's his first lesson. So there you go. See, that's why you gotta watch all the vlogs, for the continuity and the little Easter eggs that I throw in. They got an ad for the 7-Eleven Slurpees, and they are, like I said, the best Slurpees in the world come from 7-Eleven Malaysia. 7-Eleven Malaysia has the best Slurpees in the entire world, I swear. They're like foamy, like mousse, and super sweet. The best I've ever found, and I love Slurpees.
We are taking a little stroll down the main walking street in Malacca. It's called Jonker Walk. There's a huge night market here on Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays. Today is Wednesday, and we're leaving Friday morning, so we're gonna completely miss it, which is disappointing. But this is a cute little walk.
It's a giant statue of like some famous, the father of bodybuilding in Malaysia apparently. And it looks, on the map it was called the Buff Child Sculpture. It's kind of hilarious. It's cool too. So we took a grab out to the mosque on the Malacca Strait on the water here, and we pulled right up at the entrance and it just said closed for visitors. So everything we've gone to in Malacca is closed to visitors. It's a bit upsetting, but a lady said if you go down here you can buy a water from a place and kind of go out on the ocean and see it from the side, which is cool. It's very beautiful, but come on, that's too bad. So we found this little we found this little weird back road place, and you walk in, there's a girl on a couch and she goes, hello, would you like some water?
No, she goes, hello sister, would you like some water?
Yeah, but if you buy water from her, then she'll let you come down this weird back road alley and see the mosque from the side. So that's what we're doing. Big business, really. The viewpoint from here is actually awesome. I think this is what we would prefer to do. You're kind of out on the water and you can see the mosque and all the ships in the distance, so it was totally worth it. Worked out better than we thought.
We are on our way to do the river cruise, which is one of the super popular things to do here in Malacca. If you saw any of our Europe vlogs, you know that Carson and I really like to do the canal / river cruises. This one was a little weird though. You buy a ticket, which we just got from the little kiosk, and then you just line up at the jetty. There's no times, and you can go, you buy a ticket and then you can go at any point before 11, so like PM. So we don't know when we're supposed to go. I think it's just like first come, first serve. They leave when the boats are filled, classic Asia fashion. So we'll see. So I think we found the ticket line. So we found the place, and it's a super long line. So definitely get here before you want to go. We were hoping we were gonna get the sunset. The kids here are so cute. Carson left, so I'm waiting in line. He's gonna come back in a little bit. There's like 2 lines, as you can see, and there's a group of schoolgirls on that side. And I stopped recording because they were waving to me, and we had a whole conversation about Canada and where I come from. Everyone here is so nice. Like, Malaysian people are the real land of smiles. finished our boat cruise and now we're getting dinner at this really cute restaurant near our house. Carson and I are getting so good at ordering food in Malaysia because the way that it works here, everything's kind of like, they're called memeks. They're like little restaurants, but kind of between restaurants and street food. So you walk out and the entire menu is just food, like the Malaysian food, right? Like there wouldn't really be an English translation for it. We know the menu so well because we love the food here, so we eat out a lot. So we just,
all the menus are the same. They all sell the same food. And it's like similar to like cafeteria is how I describe it. It's like a cafeteria that you pay for.
So what the locals do is you just walk up to the guy and you just order what you want and then you sit down, right? Like super informal, you barely ever even look at the menu. Carson and I have started being able to finally do that now. We ordered all of this food. We just said mee goreng, which is like fried noodles, vegetarian. And we got chicken and then we got 2 roti canai, dua. So we're super excited. Started pouring rain. Wanted to add that we got the obligatory roti canai. It's like our appetizer for every meal.
You gotta do it.
We are ending the night off in classic us fashion of running through the rain to get back to our hotel. And I'll close off the vlog there because tomorrow we head to Johor Bahru. So I said I'd close off the vlog at the hotel room, but it's actually the next day. We're in the Malacca bus station right now. Bus stations here are crazy. I feel like we never really travel on buses back home, or even when we were in Europe that much, but here we travel on buses all the time. The bus terminals feel like mini airports, like it's crazy. So we just picked up some food. I got those fried balls, and I also got a mushroom fried something, and our bus leaves in 15 minutes. And it's gonna be right outside there. We had a ton of fun here in Malacca. The boat cruise was so fun. If you want to see the Johor Bahru vlog, it is the busiest land border crossing in the entire world. It crosses into Singapore. It's going to be super cool. We're so excited to go to Singapore right after that. So if you want to see the vlog, make sure you subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye! So on these buses, we stop around like the hour-and-a-half mark, 2 hours usually, go to a rest stop. And this random one on the way to Johor Bahru was like the best one we've ever went to. There was a sitting toilet, not just a squat toilet, toilet paper, and soap, and it was clean, and you didn't have to pay for it. So got an hour-and-a-half left. We're getting back on the bus. So we are here in Johor Bahru. It finally stopped raining and now we're out for street food dinner. We're finally getting like Chinese food. Carson finally got a soup and it looks so good. Let me give you a close-up. I even got special made vegetarian noodles.
It's awesome. Wonton soup, fried noodles, and the people here are so nice. And we got these lovely iced teas in my favorite cups. I love, underrated element in Malaysia, I love the cups. All the cups are so fun.
Classic street food fashion. There is the street. This is where we're sitting. It's a really cute place.